So can you see this hand here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so let's say this is your hand and partner opens one heart and your right hand opponent passes. So what are you thinking here?
Well, I have to say two of something, so right, I'd say two clubs.
So two clubs would be an option, and then whatever partner says after that, what would you tend to say?
Well, then just go. Oh, she's two spades.
Your
Or-
partner opened a heart.
Oh, she opened a heart. Okay, so then I guess I would say two. I would say, let's see, three hearts.
Yeah, or even four hearts, because you have basically 13-point hand.
Yeah.
And so the you you would wind up jumping to game kind of as a fast arrival. But I'll back you up. Well, you could say two clubs with this over her one heart. You could also say one spade.
It's not 2/1 then.
It's not 2/1, but you're not forced to do 2/1, and we don't do 2/1 just to make a game force.
Oh,
If we had a fifth club, if we had four spades and five clubs, we'd bid two clubs to start with. But when we're 4-4 like this, we will kind of bid up the line. She says a heart, you say a spade. And if let's say they say a no trump, then you could say four hearts.
okay. See,
For
that
one
helps.
spade, is not game forcing, but it is forcing for one round. So you are going to get another chance to bid. When you
Okay,
say
so, but see, the thing that got me mixed up also was this features thing. So when do okay, so you decide on a suit, and then when do you do features? That's why I thought if I said two hearts, then we decide on hearts, because she had to have five.
That's a possibility. So it depends a little bit on how she responds. But if you said if it goes one heart, one spade, and then one no trump by her, that says she's got around 13 points and you've got around 13 points. And so there's no reason to show controls because there's no likelihood of slam.
Okay.
And if there's no likelihood of slam on your second bid, you just jump right to game. And that tells your partner, based on what you've told me, I don't see slam in the picture here.
Okay. This helps. Okay.
And so you would bid the two hearts, and if you were in a game forcing auction, you'd bid low if you have extra values and think maybe there's a slam. And that gives you room to do the control bidding.
So then I might say two clubs.
Well, you'd still start with a spade with this hand, but depending on what she said, you might say three hearts instead of four hearts.
Okay.
Slow shows slam interest. Jumping right to four hearts denies slam interest. Okay, how about this one? Partner starts with a heart. How many points have we got?
So this only has 12 points. So you don't, you do a no trump here? One no trump?
You could do the forcing no trump here and then jump to three hearts on your next bid. That would be showing three cards support and 11 or 12 points. And that kind of describes this hand. This hand is also maybe upgradable because of all the connected stuff. The 10, 9, 8 of clubs is kind of all right. Having ace, king, 10 in your partner's trump suit is kind of a nice thing. So if you were to upgrade at a point and say, I think this is worth a game force, then you can bid two clubs here.
Okay.
Start with two clubs and then jump to four hearts. Those are the two routes, depending on whether you decide is this invitational strength or game forcing strength. What do you think, Andrew? Is this game forcing or not?
I'd probably treat it as such.
I think I would too.
You could also downgrade Queen Little of Spades being worth less than two high card.
Yep.
Then sometimes having all your strength in the trump suit is.
Yeah, you're not going to rough two spades with that productively, probably.
No. But I think it's fine to upgrade.
So you would upgrade instead of going to the one no trump.
Yeah.
But that's very much a sort of a partnership style. I'd say Andrew and I are both pretty aggressive bidders, so many people will be satisfied with that. And you can see here, partner, it turns out on this particular hand, has 12 points. What are we going to do on this? We're going to lose two spades
Club and a diamond.
a diamond.
You
club.
you could use the diamonds. To
You could pitch two clubs on two diamonds, so you might make, yeah.
That's a
No,
little tricky because you don't
But
have.
it's a close call. You'd probably be happier being in 3 than 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so here, okay, South deals and opens 1 spade.
South opens 1 spade.
Yeah, your partner opens 1 spade.
Oh. So this one, so you have 13 points.
Yep,
So would you just, you could go 2 clubs, I guess, here. This
that's
one's
correct.
5.
This is a classic 2/1 kind of a hand. And so we bid 2 clubs here. Maybe partner set rebids 2 no trump. And then we might bid 4 spades. Jump right to game, showing we've got 13 points, but not much extras. Not much hope of slam.
Partner goes to 2 no trump
Yeah, after our 2 clubs, partner says 2 no trump.
because she doesn't have 6. If she had 6 spades,
Right.
she was okay.
She rebid spades with 6. That's right.
So this makes sense.
Okay. What about you, Andrew? Would you rebid spades with 5?
So it's 1 spade.
It started 1 spade, then 2 clubs. If North had the balanced hand and 5 spades, what would your rebid be?
Well, I would probably say 2 no if it's a balanced hand.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people will conventionally rebid 2 spades regardless, but I like 2 no to show the 12 to 14 or 18 to 19 balance.
Right, I agree with that. So I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
All right, here, partner opens a heart.
You're number 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you count length or only high card?
Well, when we're going to be dummy in a suit, like we know we're going to be playing in hearts, right? Partner open a heart.
Uh-huh.
Then we count dummy points. So we'll give ourselves the high card points plus points for our singleton, and we'll give ourselves 3 points for that.
Okay, so you're looking at 14, 15
14 points. Mm-hmm.
So she opened 1 heart.
Right.
So I guess okay, so you have to. Now, this point, would you just go? You can just go 4 hearts, and well, I guess you could. It's probably 2.
4 hearts could be, she'll pass 4 hearts, but 4 hearts you would do with a weak hand, maybe 8 points and 5 hearts. So jump straight to 4 hearts is a preemptive bid. Your hand's too good for that.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay, so what about 2 clubs on this one?
No, because that should be a natural bid. Even if it's game forcing, it needs to actually be clubs.
So
you could bid 1 spade on this hand, and then plan on jumping to game and hearts on your next bid.
Okay, so you can't do 2/1 with this, really.
Can't do 2/1 with this hand. That's the thing about 2/1. It's not like an artificial convention. You just make a 2/1 bid whenever you want to make a game force. It has to be a natural bid that just happens to have the strength of 13 or more. And then there's another choice here, though, where you have 4 cards support and you have a side singleton. Do you know the bid for that?
Oh, I mean, could you do 1 no trump?
No. Do you know how to do splinter bid?
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah, how about Jacoby 2 no trump? We played that.
Oh.
Depends. It just depends on what conventions you're familiar with.
Well,
If you don't know those, then I would just bid a spade here. And if partner says a no trump, which might be likely, then I would jump to 4 hearts on my second bid. When you jump to game on your second bid, it shows an opening hand. When you jump to game on your first bid, it shows a weak hand, basically. That's the distinction.
I feel like this would probably be a little heavy for a splinter, right?
Yes, I agree.
In which case Jacoby would be a good way to go.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah. we're
Actually, I
trying-
take that back. I think we say the splinter is 10 to 12 high card points.
I missed something. Can you say it again?
That's you.
I mean, it's close,
Hmm.
but having the side 5-card suit.
I agree. That improves things, and also the one of the things this is about splinters versus is who's going to be captain,
Mhm.
and would a splinter describe your hand well to partner, or would it be better to have partner describe their hand to you?
Yeah, I feel like partner is never going to know about the 5-card spade suit, but you
Exactly.
could ask if partner has a spade singleton, for instance, then your hand is not worth all that much.
Right.
So
If partner has a
probably-
singleton, if partner has 5 diamonds, the same thing. But the partner has 5 clubs, for instance, you might be more excited.
Exactly.
All right. Anyhow, we'll go on. So anyhow, this one for you, Nancy, just 1 spade and then jump to 4 hearts.
Yeah, okay. So
'Cause
we,
you don't manufacture a 2/1 bid. You only bid it when you have a natural bid.
okay.
All right. So let's see. This is north. Opens a spade on hand 5 here. So what do we say after partner opens a spade? Do we think we have enough? How many points do we have here?
12 high card.
12
1.
high card, and then what do we get for dummy points?
You get what dummy points for the ace 9, get an extra 2 points.
1 point. 1 point for the doubleton.
Okay.
So that's 13 altogether. So that's enough for game, right?
But you're, okay, so you are count, why you count dummy points? Because she opened what? She opened a heart, wait, would they open?
Yeah, partner opened a heart.
Uh-huh,
And so we know that we're going to play in hearts because we have a heart fit. And we know that we're going to be the dummy in a heart contract. And so if we have a short side suit, we expect partner's going to be able to rough a trick in that suit to generate an extra trick. So we give ourselves some points for anticipating that partner's going to be able to rough. And so for a doubleton, we give ourselves just 1 extra point.
mhm.
And so that's 13 points. So we know we're at least going to be in 4 hearts and maybe 6 hearts. We don't know yet, but at least 4 hearts. So what should we start with?
2 diamonds?
2 diamonds.
Mhm.
It's a 2/1 game for us, but here you see we actually have 5 diamonds. So it's a natural kind of a bid. We actually have the suit we're doing the 2/1 in, which we need. And then let's say partner says 2 no trump after for their rebid. And what are we going to say for our rebid?
4 hearts?
Yep, that's it. And let's see how that would work out. Is that what partner is going to say? Probably is. And so this is hand 5 here. Let me get it centered a little better.
Well, it'll be a spade, not a heart,
Oh, sorry, spades. They open spades. Yeah, before spades.
but same difference.
But we'll do a finesse and hearts probably. And so we're going to take all the spades. We're going to take all the hearts,
Wait, so,
2 aces,
okay, so she opened 1 spade, or he, right, 1 spade,
2 diamonds.
yeah, 2 diamonds, 1 spade, 2 diamonds, okay.
Probably she would say 2
hearts.
hearts is the rebid. But you still go to 4 spades.
We go 4 spades, yeah.
And you'll wind up, I think, losing just 1 trick, right? Because you could pitch a club.
5 spades, 4 hearts, 2 aces. He was 2, right? You're not gonna be able to rough with dummy and there's a bad trump break.
Yeah, yeah. So you make your game though. And so that's where you want to be with that. And one other thing to notice here, partner has 16 points and might be thinking about slam. 17 points with length. But on your second bid, if you jump right to 4 spades, that's telling partner you had just a basic 13 or 14 points, no slam interest, and so that should shut partner's interest down. Partner should say, yeah, even though I've got 17 points, it doesn't sound like we have slam our way.
Actually, double dummy on any lead other than a club, you could set up the diamond.
Yes, do the diamond finesse. Uh-huh.
Lose
Yep.
a diamond, finesse, 3-3, rough a diamond.
How do you do the diamond finesse?
You
Oh,
would, so starting from the north hand, if you
Yeah.
play the jack,
it's on the queen. And you take
uh,
it with the
Don't
ace.
cover with the queen, and you can cover with the ace.
yeah, and then you get back to the north hand and play another diamond. Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of a deep finesse if they cover the queen, because then you have to finesse the 9.
But then they're gonna, okay, but the kings, then the king
The
says,
king will win, though. It doesn't matter. You can just give up the diamond at that point.
but then you get
That's
the
right.
rest. I mean, yeah, you
So
could,
they get a diamond, but then you can rough a diamond when you get back in.
yeah.
And now your diamonds are good, and you can use a diamond to pitch a club. And you could actually pitch the 2 hearts
I
too.
mean,
right?
if you knew the cards were equal like this, the hearts and diamonds, yeah, you could bid slam, but you don't know them.
Well, you wouldn't bid it
Yeah.
because there's too many ifs in there and too many things working out. But we're saying the way it does work out, you might be able to take 12 tricks. But you would not want to normally bid a slam with these hands. All right, let me go to the next one
Yeah.
here. So East is the dealer. Oh, this is not one that's not a good. So let's see. Wonder. Oh, I see. That's not the deal. The dealer is not actually the right dealer on these, is what the problem is. These are all north.
Oh.
So here we're south again, and partner opens a spade.
Wait,
So our
South?
partner opens 1 spade.
wait, this is south, right?
Yeah, our north open. Even though it says south is the
North
dealer.
opens, oh, yeah. So
North,
north
that's
opens.
why hand record has got the wrong dealer on these. These are all set up for north to open. And so north opens a spade. So do we have enough to force the game?
Not really.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Yep. So what should we bid? Can we bid 2 clubs?
Yep,
That's going to be a game force.
that's right, no, that's right, because that's 2 over 1. Oh, okay, so 1 no trump then?
1 no trump. That's right. And then partner may bid, let's say 2 diamonds. They rebid 2 diamonds. Then what do we say?
2 diamonds? That's just
Partner rebids 2 diamonds. They opened a spade and then they rebid 2 diamonds.
2 spades?
Well, 2 spades would be saying we have like 6 or 7 points.
Well, even after you open, you're bidding, it's the 4th bid, I mean, your second bid. Still
It's
would
our
say,
second bid. So if our second bid is 2 spades, the cheapest spade support we can do, that's like a bailout. It's like, I don't really like supporting spades, but I'm going to do that instead of
all right, 3 spades then, right?
3 spades. 3
Mhm.
spades is the one that says we almost had enough for game force, but not quite enough. So we have to jump to show that we're in that upper 11 or 12 point range.
10 to 12.
10 to 12.
It's 10 to 12 and exactly 3 card support. Very nicely well defined bid.
And partner.
The idea is that the forcing no trump initially was 6 to 12 points. So our second bid, we want to say, well, were we in the 6 to 9 or were we in the 10 to 12? So by jumping once, it says we're in the 10 to 12.
So, yeah, okay, that, and if, yeah, and the partner has 16 points, so the partner can go to 4 spades.
That's right. If partner has a little extra, they can go to game. Otherwise, they'll just pass. Okay. And so let's see what they had there. Looks like they would have actually said 2 hearts, but the same thing goes. And partner has just a basic opening hand, so you'd wind up playing 3.
And once,
Three
once the
spades.
intervening bid, then it's not 2/1 anymore.
That's correct. That's correct.
Standard bidding, okay.
All right. See if I can find. Yeah, let's do this one here. We'll do one more.
The slam one, number 7. That would be a slam.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. So here, partner opens a spade. And do we have enough for game?
Yep.
Mhm.
So what should we start with?
2 hearts.
So we have our choice of 2 hearts or 2 clubs, right?
Yeah.
But it happens that if you bid 2 hearts over 1 spade, that always promises 5 hearts.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah. The other 2 over 1s you can do with a 4 card suit, but hearts specifically requires 5. So here we should start with 2 clubs.
uh-huh.
And then what's partner gonna say here?
Oh, there's only like 3 spades.
Hmm?
3 spades, maybe.
I would not with this suit. 3 spades should be a standalone suit pretty much.
Yeah.
So I would just bid 2 spades with this. We're in a game 4, so we're not in any great rush. And with this hand, how many points have we got as a dummy?
You have 15. No, wait.
15.
14.
14 high card points.
14. And then the one extra for the A6. Yeah, the A6.
1 point for the doubles and diamond, 15. So it's not a complete minimum. And so this hand might go ahead and bid 3 spades at this point. So when we're in a game forcing auction and we agree on trumps and we don't jump to game, that says we have extra values. So I'm going to make it so we can see both hands at once here now. And so North here has actually 21 points. So if you bid 3 spades at that point, North is going to think, okay, we belong in slam, and probably try 4 no trump.
Mm-hmm.
And so what would your response be to 4 no trump?
And we're in spades?
Hmm?
We're in spades, right?
We're in spades.
And without the queen. I was gonna say, which one's first, with or without?
Without.
Okay, without. So we're gonna bid heart.
5
5
hearts. That's right. And so that's going to tell North. North has 2 key cards and you have 2 key cards. So you're missing 1 key card combined. So there's a 1 ace or the king of spades is missing. And when you're thinking about slam and you're missing 1 key card, we use the queen of trumps as kind of the tiebreaker. If we have the queen of trumps, we'll go to slam. If we don't, we'll stop at 5.
Oh, okay.
So here we're missing a key card, but North can see North has the queen of trump, the queen of spades. So North would bid 6 spades here.
So that's only if you're missing the king. Now if you're missing an ace.
No, you don't know whether it's an ace or a king when you're missing 1 key card.
that's
It's usually an ace.
Okay.
But if you're missing a key card, whether it's an ace or the king of trump, usually use the queen of trump to decide whether to go to slam or not.
Okay.
Here
You
you
don't have it, you just don't. Okay. Because then
Right.
you could be losing 2.
You'd be at risk. You're gonna you expect to lose 1 key card, and then you think there's too great a chance you'll lose the queen of trump also, and it's just not worth it. So how's it going to work out here? How are we going to do in 6 spades?
So South deals, who leads? So the lead is West leads.
East will be on lead because North is the declarer.
Oh, north dealt first?
North bid a spade to start with, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
North is
Oh,
declaring.
north open, okay, this, not south. So, so they might lead the 8 of clubs, service, I don't know, no, maybe not, I don't know.
Doesn't really matter what they lead.
Yeah, probably a little club, but what's gonna happen is we're gonna win in South and try and get rid of trumps and start with a spade finesse. Like lead the 10 of spades, for instance, when as by declarer. And let it ride, and that's the 10 will win. And then a second spade will drop the king of spades. And then we'll take the rest of the tricks. So we'll wind up taking all 13 tricks here.
Yeah, because you can get the king.
Right. The one key card we're missing is the king of trump, and it's caught between the ace and the queen.
On the
And
right.
so you're not going to lose any key cards, and then you have enough other cards that all the rest of the stuff is good.
So, yeah, nice. Right, you want to end up in the north, right? You want to end up in the north hand?
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because between the two hands you have all the honors and all the suits you have. You've
Well,
got ace king queen of clubs, ace king of diamonds, ace king of hearts.
oh yeah, you got the 10. Oh no, you don't have the jack. Oh, the jack falls. Okay, yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. Take 13.
Yep. All right. Okay, so I think that's good exercise.
Yeah, it's great. Oh my
It's just
God.
going through and kind of seeing how we do the major suit raises, and major suit raises come up a lot. And that handout I sent out before shows how there's so many different ways to raise a major suit. To show, do you have 3 or 4 card support, or do you have a minimum hand, a invitational hand, a 13 point, or do you have slam interest? All these different things we have, because they're such common important bidding sequences. We have a lot of different ways to find to divvy all that up.
Oh, this is great. This really helped us. So what we're trying to do is not add a lot. I mean, you know, I know Jacoby took to no Trump, but I know a few of these things, conventions, but I wasn't playing enough, and then you get overwhelmed, you can't remember anything. So I just want to sort of stick with this. What you're doing now is what we decided, and get this down, and then we can add splitter bids or whatever, you know, we have to.
That's 100% great strategy. So then the amount that you play really drives a lot of that, because you want to have stuff that comes up enough when you're playing at your play frequency that you will have a chance of remembering things, and so that should be a pretty short list of systems that you
Thank
play.
you. And then once we feel comfortable or we're doing well enough, then we can go on and add things, but this is great.
Okay.
Start playing precision or canopy or one of these other
Yeah.
kind of systems.
Oh, next,
Andrew, I've started putting together precision dealer scripts.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I had a
Thank you.
few. I think I have a few of those too, actually.
thank you very much.
All right, sure thing. We'll see you, Nancy.
See you next Monday.
Thank-
Okay.
All right. Take it easy.
And I'm not going to be here next Monday
You're not,
Tuesday, maybe?
or next Tuesday. I'm not going to be here next Tuesday.
Okay, we'll run a BBO table if there's interest then.
you're
Okay.
gonna be here this class Monday is gonna happen?
There is going to be a meeting next Tuesday.
I'm sorry, what?
Today's Tuesday. There will be
Oh.
another meeting next Tuesday,
Oh, next Tuesday.
but
Okay,
not with Rick.
that's right, today's Tuesday. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Take care,
Bye.
everybody.
Hey, guys.
Bye.